Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about the top 5 Sezane knits in my opinion. I thought that with winter upon us and gifting season upon us, you might want to understand what are the different Sezane knits that you can gift a person or yourself. Counting down my top 5 Sezane knits is going to perhaps help you come to a decision about the quality and the fit of these knitwear pieces. Hope you enjoy this video, and now let's get right into it. The first one on my list that comes in at number 5 is this jumper. This is the Maha jumper by Sezane. I remember a time when Sezane used to bring out jumpers like this in 100% merino wool or 100% cotton. This one unfortunately is a blend between merino wool, organic cotton and a little bit of polyamide and some elastane, which adds a little bit of elasticity to the jumper and makes it very form-fitting. Other than that, this has a very flattering fit, a very nice sweetheart neckline with little lace detailing along the neckline, which makes it very flattering. But it's also a very form-fitting jumper. Sezane does recommend that you size up for this jumper, which I did. I ordered a size S, but usually I'm a Sezane XS. Keep in mind that if you do size up with this jumper, this is going to increase the size of this neckline, and because it's a very stretchy material, the neckline tends to expand and it does tend to go down. So in my opinion, it comes in at number 5 on my ranking because of this issue where it just expands and sometimes the neckline becomes a bit too much. So bear in mind that if you size up, it is going to expand. But given that it's a very form-fitting jumper, if you're not very comfortable at being absolutely sticking to your body, then you might want to size up. But a sweetheart neckline is a very flattering fit on most body types. One of the concerns I had while purchasing this jumper is that if I'll be able to wear a bra underneath it. The good news is that you can, but you have to be very mindful about the type that you're wearing, because as I was saying, if you have rounded and sloping necklines, it tends to accentuate the neckline and it will fall off from this side. That might cause an issue, but other than that, this is a very flattering jumper. This is the color Sandstone. I think this is one of Sezane's basic pieces, so they come out with very basic neutral colors. Last year they had a very beautiful brown color. Now in stock they do have this one in stock, and also a black and a white color. I'm thinking of probably testing the fit out of the black Maha jumper in the size XS to see if it works any better, and then I can do a size comparison and show you online which size actually fits. But in my opinion, it is true to size and very comfortable to wear. It is not scratchy at all. Coming in at number 4 is the Audrey jumper. Unfortunately, Sezane does not make this jumper anymore, but I'm showing you this in case you shop second-hand and pre-loved on Vinted, or in case Sezane brings it back, because this is a very timeless piece. It is 100% merino wool and it's a very fine knit material, very soft on the skin. It's absolutely not itchy, and it has beautiful lace detailing on the neckline. And it's a very timeless piece, and Sezane does have a tendency to bring back some of the pieces which were very popular in the previous season. I remember this selling out quite fast when I purchased it around fall last year. This one has a very nice button detailing at the back which fastens this jumper. But one thing to keep in mind, and the reason why it's coming in at number 4, is the fact that it's a very fine material, and this has a tendency of stretching out and tearing along the seams. So I would say definitely do not size down for this. This is definitely running true to size. I'm wearing a size XS. In fact, I would even recommend going up a size if you are used to wearing something that's a little less form-fitting and gives you a little bit room to breathe. I would have definitely sized up on this one, but by the time my order was delivered and I tried this on, all the other sizes were already out of stock, and I loved this jumper so much that I kept it in the size which is a little bit too tight on me. So when I stretch my arms or when I lift my arms, I am a bit worried that it is going to tear at the stitching along the arms. In case they do bring it back or you find this pre-loved, make sure that you try to take the size that is one size above. This is a very timeless piece. It has a little bit of a Wednesday vibe to it. If you've seen the TV series on Netflix, I imagine this is something Wednesday would wear, and I really like the fact that the the neckline is somewhere between a mock neck and a turtleneck. It's not very overwhelming, but it's very, very eye-catching, very attractive, and very feminine. In my rankings of Sezane's best knits, I have put the Betty cardigan at number 3. Don't come at me, Sezane lovers, because I know many of you absolutely love this cardigan and there is a lot to like about it. But the reason why I've put it in number 3 is because of the boxy fit. I feel like that's not maybe the most flattering fit for all body types. It is very cropped as well, so you have to be a little mindful of how you style this cardigan. Even though it is made out of the most luxurious material, it is 100% merino wool. It has a very formal look, especially this one here. They have so many colors, so you'll be spoiled for choice. And the collars, buttons, the pockets really adds a lot of character to the cardigan. It's not just any cardigan. It's quite versatile. You can wear it as a top, you can wear it as a jumper, you can wear it as a jacket. So it has a lot of use. There are different ways in which you can wear it. The only reason I put this at number 3 is because of its boxy cut. I remember living in this cardigan the whole of last year when I was pregnant and nothing else fit me. In case you're looking for something a little bit more shapely, you might have to tuck this in. It's such a cropped length that sometimes it comes out depending if you're wearing mid-waist jeans. It works really well with high-waisted bottom wear. Other than that, there's really nothing to complain about the Betty cardigan. It is absolutely stunning. Sezane keeps bringing them out in new colors in every season, so you'll have something for you to choose from, and I highly recommend this jumper because of its quality, its versatility, and also its ease of use. The only thing to keep in mind when you're purchasing this is to not size down, or like I did before. In fact, I would recommend sizing up for this. That way you can wear it both as a proper cardigan, an outerwear piece, as well as a top, and I think it adds a little bit to the length, so you can actually even tuck it in quite easily into your trousers and your skirts without it coming out. Up next, I've put the Sami jumper at the rank number 2. I don't have the Sami jumper with me at the moment. If you've seen my previous video where I did a keep or return haul on Sezane, I'll link it somewhere in the screen. I bought actually the Sami jumper in the color red, deep red, but I returned it because I thought that the color did not suit me. I have tried on the Sami jumper in previous occasions in the color natural and in the color deep red, both in the size S, and I can attest to the fact that it has beautiful quality. It is a very beautiful jumper. It is made out of a blend of merino wool and organic cotton, so it's not going to be itchy at all. It drapes very well, especially if you have sloping and rounded shoulders as I do. It is very flattering. It has very nice blouse on sleeves with buttons along the cuff, which makes it look very pretty and very eye-catching, as well as a very elegant and timeless piece. Sezane tends to bring out different colors of the Sami jumper on different occasions, so I'm just waiting for the correct color, because neither the natural nor the deep red color are something that I'm very fond of. And when I'm investing in Sezane pieces, because they are quite expensive, I tend to be very mindful about the purchases that I make so that I don't have to keep returning it or selling it. So that's why I'm waiting for the correct color of the Sami jumper. But when it comes to the cut and the quality of materials, it's really quite perfect. So if you do find a color that you like, I would highly suggest taking it up. I think Sezane has added the Sami jumper to its permanent collections because they keep restocking the sizes and the colors now, especially the basic colors like the navy, the natural, and the black. I'm just hoping that they bring out some really nice bright and pastel shades maybe for the springtime, and maybe something will catch my eye then. A Sezane knitwear video is incomplete without even mentioning the Gaspard. Gaspard is one of Sezane's iconic jumpers. They've had it around since forever, I think ever since I first came across the brand Sezane 4 or 5 years ago. Gaspard was there, and they keep bringing out this jumper in new shades every season, and they have a few permanent pieces, shades like black, this sage green, which are part of perhaps their permanent collections because they're usually always in stock now. So a Gaspard does require a special mention. Even though it is not one of my most favorite jumpers, it is an iconic Sezane piece. It's made out of a blend of materials. It contains baby alpaca and I think a little bit of polyamide and elastane. It is one of those fuzzy jumpers, and if you've seen my previous video where I mentioned that I really dread when the material of these jumpers contains super kid mohair. Baby alpaca is not as bad as super kid mohair because it's not that itchy, but it doesn't feel as smooth on the skin as an organic cotton knit or a merino wool knit. So that is the reason why I don't really quite reach for this piece, because I have to think about how I'm going to feel, what the weather's like, should I wear anything underneath. It has beautiful mother of pearl buttons. It has a crew neckline, which is, in my opinion, not that easy to style. I feel like the Gaspard cardigan is meant to be worn as a jumper and not as a cardigan. You can wear it with the buttons in the front, and very popularly shown on Sezane website and many of the Sezane fans is to wear it with the buttons at the back. That looks very pretty. It has dropped shoulders, which is also another one of my complaints when it comes to this jumper, is that because of the dropped shoulders, it sort of accentuates and emphasizes the roundness of the shoulders. I don't really reach out for this jumper too much, but when it comes to the Sezane family, you either hate the Gaspard or love the Gaspard. Well, that's how the myth goes or the folklore goes. But for me, I don't think I can decide whether or not I hate it enough to sell it or love it enough to keep it. So I'm kind of on the fence, but it definitely requires a special mention. And if you're looking out for a very cozy cardigan, then you might want to consider trying out the Gaspard. For these reasons, I have to mention the Gaspard as an honorable mention in my ranking for the top 5 Sezane knits. Drum roll please. Now for the best and my top Sezane knit, coming in at the number 1 position is the Leontine jumper. This is definitely one of the best and most versatile and universally flattering knit that you can buy from Sezane. I think I purchased mine. This is the first ever thing that I purchased from Sezane, along with the clothes shirt 4-5 years ago, back when these Leontine jumpers used to sell out really fast. I'm not sure if they are in stock at the moment, but this is very old. It's not new at all, but it has held up beautifully. I can absolutely attest to the longevity of these jumpers, which is what was the aim of Sezane back then, to make sure that you have timeless pieces that you wear again and again and that never goes out of fashion, that is very durable. So this embodies all of those principles that Sezane was initially founded on. This has very universally flattering spacing between the stripes. It has a very nice way the shoulder drapes, the fabric drapes across your shoulders, across the waist. It's neither too loose nor too tight. I wear the size XS in this. I'm not sure if the size XXS is going to look as flattering. I think it is definitely true to size. It is 100% organic cotton knit. You're not supposed to hang this jumper like this on a hanger. I usually store it folded, because if you do hang it like this, it does drag and the knitting expands and becomes more loose. So that's not recommended. It has beautiful tortoiseshell buttons. I think this is called a Henley's neckline. So flattering. It looks good under anything. Whenever I don't have an idea of what to wear, but I still want to look put together, this is the jumper that I reach for. I can highly recommend this jumper. It's very comfortable because if it's made with cotton, it makes it very comfortable, absolutely not itchy at all, and very easy to wear on top of jeans, on top of skirts. It's one of those hero pieces that Sezane has released, and they have a part of their permanent collection, and the knitwork is not too tight, but it's not very open work like pointelle knit as well, so it's just perfect. So that's why I've put this as my number 1 Sezane knitwear. Thank you for watching the video on my 5 favorite Sezane knitwear. If you have your own personal favorites, don't forget to mention them in the comments below. I think it is a lovely thing that Sezane has created, the Sezane Lovers hashtag and the whole community built around a sustainable fashion that Sezane first started has been quite the movement, and I love being a part of it. And if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye!